G'day, my name's Hamish and I've got the biggest tiller in New Zealand. I don't want to die and be cremated and thrown out to sea. I don't. I tell you what I do want, and I want to be a skeleton. I want to be a skeleton. You know, I want to have everything taken off me and just stick around and be around. I don't want to be left out in the open, you know, with nobody. I want to stay close to my family. Let me be a skeleton, wire me up, clean me bones, and anytime there's you know something cool happening, bring me out, move me, dress me up. You'd always be involved. You know, Halloween, the kids could take me out with them, put me in a chair. Not sure if it's too legal. I did Google it. Right, I like coming home. I'm a till this day mad lover. And what happened was, I think it was 2020 lockdown. I already had a fairly big tiller. I had a 5 metre with a 90 horse Honda on the back. Tiller steer, same sort of layout. And then it was in the lockdown and I was thinking, I just want the biggest tiller I can afford. And so I've stuck with Kingfisher, went back to Kingfisher and said, look, I want a true 6 metre hull. And they said, oh, we'll have to do a 650. And I said, okay, make it a 650. So we talked, you know, what it's going to cost and what I wanted. And 3 days later, they came back to me and said they could do it. And I was so stoked. And then, yeah, I was pretty much every 2 weeks driving down to Tauranga, Kingfisher boats and just checking out the build. And yeah, I just love room. I just love room and space and casting and 150 litre live bait tank, 130 underfloor fueling. I'm not sure of the beam, but the weight, I just weighed it recently and it weighs 16, so 1.6 tonne empty. So the boat itself weighs 1100 kg. So not a heavy boat, nice and easy to tow and yeah, user friendly. You know, easy to tow, easy to load up. If I'm fueling up, they'll just come over and look into the boat and go, where do you steer? And then they look at this and they go, what the hell is that? Motor on the back is a Yamaha 150, 4-stroke. Pretty hard to get a tiller for it, as I found out, but I did a bit of homework and I got it's a hydraulic system. It's a ZTF tiller system. It sort of assists with the steering. What happens is the engine stays locked until you turn the left or right on the tiller and it opens a valve and sort of frees it up as you turn. They made it in Italy, yeah, but this one I got from Arizona, so it was a bit of a mission to get it here in New Zealand. It wasn't cheap, but I had to spend the money, otherwise I wasn't steering the boat. It's got a tensioning valve underneath it, so if you're sort of coming into a ramp and that, it moves really easy. You know, when you need to be able to move it quite quick, and then you just tension it up when you're underway to keep it staying true. Yeah, what is it, ZTF tiller system. Yeah, it's not a very deep V boat. It's got a fairly flat bottom on it. Not sure of the dead rise, but super stable. I mean, for the size of it, and it being a big open tinny, fairly stable. We had 3 guys on one side today, and you would have thought it was a bloody Stabicraft. Fishing started when I was a young fella. You know, usual stuff off the wharf. You know, your parents take you down there, and you're fishing for sprats and stuff like that, and that's definitely what I didn't do with my kids because I had a boat. But yeah, I see a lot of people at the wharf. So I think that's how it all starts. You know, wharf culture. This beautiful place is the Hohora Harbour. We're at Pukenui Motor Lodge. Absolute beautiful spot. We've been very blessed with the weather, apart from today. Yeah, we had 2 days of great weather, but we've been pretty lucky. I mean, it's been pretty dry and a fair bit of sun, not too much rain, so it's been good. Great spot. Good morning. Today's mission is a Kingfish snapper mission, and on board I've got my oldest Noah and my young fella Luke. Hi! And we're going to head south out of Whangaroa Harbour and just head towards some foul ground down there and try for some live baits, and then hunt for kingies, and then maybe snapper a little bit later on. But we've a good start this morning. We've already got some live baits in the bin. Yeah, the gear I use is, prefer to use is the spin fishers, the live liners. I like my egg beaters. I'm an egg beater man. All left hand reels as well. Lefty is best. Spin fishers I'm quite fond of for stray lining and floating down big baits, you know, and current and stuff like that. The authority reels, that's when it gets a bit serious, you know. You bring out the authority, and you, they're all my Kingfish setups are the authority. Slammers, Kingfish as well, but when things get serious, I go to the authorities and use all the big boys, you know, like 7,500, the 8,500, spooled with 80-pound braid, and big heavy duty traces, and yeah, a lot of live baiting for kingfish. Probably not so much casting. My oldest son, he does all the casting, so I just leave it to him. Yeah, it's buddy. Yeah, young man sport, that one. Yeah, I'm a bit lazy when it comes to that. We fished out of the harbour. We had high hopes. That's fishing, eh? You just got to go hard, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You just try something else. We gave it a good nudge, I think. Probably a bit more local knowledge from some of the other friends I know would probably helped out a bit, but the stick baiting was cool, you know, seeing the kingies come up and chase them, you know, even though they weren't massive, it still always gets your heart pumping, eh, seeing a bit of a kingy chase. Lukey, you know, as he does it, he gets some good snapper and pretty much outfish the adults, I think the whole trip. So that was cool. He always loves that, and I get a buzz out of it.
Hi, my name is Luke Beesley. My top 2 tips about kingy fishing is having a good dad and having a big bait. Those are my top 2 things.
It's hard to go home, eh? It's hard to go home. I love it. I can't get enough of it. Probably my favourite part of fishing is getting the kids out with me. And because I'm such a good skipper, they're spoiled and they get onto good fish. So that's a really real buzz seeing them catch, you know, like above average fish. I think it's a good healthy thing to be doing, you know. Better than bloody at home on the iPad. Yeah, I hate iPads. Smash them. Yeah, it's definitely a bit of a tummy tickle, you know, when the kids, especially my youngest, you know, when he gets hooked up and has a good scrap, you know, it's like a team effort. I'm driving the boat, his oldest brother's holding his back, and then, you know, he's fighting the fish, and it's like an episode, you know. It's cool. It's cool when you celebrate afterwards and you let the fish go and just do it all again. Go for bigger. Yeah, Lucky Luke just caught this awesome snapper on his brand new rod and reel. It's a Slammer 4500 with 20-pound braid and a regiment rod, Black Ops, maybe 14, quite a heavy fish. There's a bit of a competition running at the moment, and I think Lucky Luke might be hitting the leaderboard with this one. A good story was when I was a young fella. We've got a lot of shops in New Zealand. I'm not sure if you got them where you are, Sterling Sports, and they always had the Pen 9500 on the shelf. And as a young fella, I just looked at that reel and thought, yeah, one day I want that, you know. But being young and not having a job, I was like, oh, one day. And it was my 21st birthday, and my mother bloody bought me that reel, fully spooled and everything. I cried. I was like, mate, this is awesome. It was a Pen 9500, and I kept it for freaking years. I think I've still got it now, but she's a little bit worse for wear. Not usable, but showpiece. What I love most about fishing is just being out in the water and making memories and being with the kids and friends, and that's really cool stuff. Tricky day. We've finally pulled into a nice bay, nice and sheltered, and got a good burley running, and the snappers seem to be turning up. Obviously I'm getting the bigger fish because, you know, he's young and he struggles, but yeah.
Doesn't seem like that, because just caught one bigger than that.
Yeah, we forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's not always about the fishing. Sometimes about scenery, you know, or you know, how good lunch was out there. Yeah, it's a whole package. I just like it all. Oh my God. That is not the... They wouldn't do that in survival school, mate.